Okay, now we have our WordPress site installed, and what I've done is I went ahead and installed a very general type of site on WordPress through my Fantastico, which is basically on PNK review. I kept that name because what you can do is you can watch these videos and then model your site based on this. Okay, so the main product for this site is PNK review, and the tagline is PNK a scam? Read our shocking PNK review. Okay, so this is a very attractive and appealing tagline. So what I've done is I've installed WordPress, and this is how the basic WordPress looks like, but this is nothing as compared to what we're about to do. So let's get started with setting up your profit instruments. Now as you can see, there's a login link here, which is basically your domain name / wp hyphen login.php, okay, or wp dash login.php. Okay, so just click on this link here so that you reach this login page, and in this page we are going to put in the username password that I signed up with, that installed with basically. Okay, now we have logged in to our backend of WordPress. Now there's a very simple step-by-step process that you need to follow. Okay, now just keep watching closely and you'll get it pretty easily. Okay, the first step you have to do is change some basic settings, which is permalinks. Okay, so under settings you need to go to permalinks. What we're about to do is change the permalink structure, which is the URL structure or link structure of your WordPress site, to something more search engine friendly. Okay, for example, the default is like this, which makes your pages which gives your pages a random number. Okay, not a random number, some ID. Okay, and it's not really that good for search engines. So what we'll do is we'll click on custom structure and we'll put in percentage post name percentage. Okay, this is what you need to type in: percentage post name percentage. Okay, after you type that in, just click on the save changes link. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so after you have changed the basic permalink structure, then comes the easy task of installing all the plugins. So what you have to do is you have to press the arrow button, which is alongside plugins, and click on add new. Now there is a search box here in which we are going to search for plugins to install. Okay, so the first thing you have to search is SEO, with which we're going to install the all-in-one SEO plugin, all-in-one SEO pack, this one. So on the right side you can see a link called install, so just click that. Then you need to click on this install now orange button here. Okay, and then click on activate plugin. Okay, so all-in-one SEO has been installed. We again click on add new, then install a thing called GoCodes, GOCODES. Again install. Sorry. This is basically rinse and repeat type of process, so I'll do it pretty fast now. You can just copy whatever I'm doing. Okay, so after SEO and GoCodes, we need to install an XML sitemap plugin called Google XML Sitemaps. Okay, this is what we're installing, the Google XML Sitemaps. Activate plugin. Then we need to install anti-spam plugin, because you'll be getting a lot of spam comments on your WordPress site, so you want to prevent that. So just scroll down a bit, you'll see this WP spam free anti-spam. So again, clicking on install. Activate plugin. Now the last thing you want to install is a privacy policy plugin. So I'll just click on privacy. You want to generate a privacy page for your WordPress site, so this will do that. Now here's a thing called easy privacy policy. Okay, so I regularly use this. Just click on install. Again, activate plugin. So we've already installed all the plugins. Now we have to set this all up. Okay, so I'll tell you all the settings that you have to change for these plugins. First things first, let's do all the easy settings first. Click on easy privacy policy settings link that you see here. Then click on create privacy page, the button here, and it will automatically create a privacy policy page for you. Okay, so privacy policy page was created. Now go to plugins installed. It will come up with a list of all the plugins. Then click on the WP spam free settings. Okay, just scroll down a bit. Uncheck this link here, help promote WP spam free. This is basically giving out a valuable link from your site to theirs, so you want to remove that. There's one other small thing that I just missed out. You need to change one more setting of easy privacy policy. So under settings there is easy privacy policy. You want to uncheck this. Okay, include a credit link. So update privacy page. So this is done. Next you want to set up your all-in-one SEO. Now this is very important because this will basically change the entire SEO structure of your WordPress site. Okay, now first you have to just click on plugin status enabled. Okay, then you have to change these three fields here. Okay, that's all you need to change. So I'll go one by one. Under home keywords, what you want to put in is your product name keyword will be the first one. Okay, so PNK, this will be the first keyword that you put in. Put up a comma and then PNK review if you're doing a review. If you're doing a bonus, then PNK bonus or something like that. Okay, so these two will be the first two keywords that you put in under this, and the third keyword will be an LSI keyword. Okay, so this will be one LSI keyword. So you've already got a list of LSI keywords, you already know the product name, so you can type all this down within a minute. Okay, so after you've done this, then you need to change the home title and home description, which is basically empty right now. So home title and home description are very, very important. Why? Because what happens is you need to consider your website as a PPC ad. Okay, you're not a website, you're listing in the search engine as a PPC ad. Okay, for example, let's consider the people who do pay-per-click on the search engines. Okay, they put up ads and they need to get the highest click-through rate, which is that most people click on their ad. Now in order to do that, they have to form very attractive ads, okay, which have basically two parts, the title and the description. Okay, each ad has a title and a description, so they have to make those two as attractive as possible. Okay, now in the same way, you want to get the most number of click-throughs to your website from the organic listings. Okay, so I mean, this is very important because in one case I remember my website was in the third or fourth position and I was getting more clicks than the person in the first position. Okay, so the title and description matters a lot. Now what you want to do is you want to make a title that is attractive, okay, that basically goes into a person's mind and says, okay, this is what I am actually looking for. Okay, now I'll give you an example of that. For example, if you say your site is on a P&K review, so you'll do something like this: is P&K a scam? Read our shocking revelation, or something like this. Okay, so what you have done is you have to ensure one thing: you have to have the product name keyword once in your title. Okay, just once, but include it at least once in your title. And if you want to include it multiple times, then don't exceed 2. So the max you can do is include your P&K just twice in the title. Same goes for description. You have to have your P&K once or maximum twice in the description as well. Okay, now let's go into a visitor's mind. A person is searching for P&K. Okay, let's say he types in P&K review. Okay, then he reaches this title. He glances at this title: is P&K a scam? Read our shocking revelation. There is no way that a person who is looking to buy, let's say, a product, he'll not click this. Okay, he would want to know whether P&K is actually a scam or not, because nobody wants to get scammed, right? Now this is the title. Okay, so I think I've made my point. You need to make something exciting and something worth the person's click. Okay, so next you have to do is you have to follow up with an awesome description. Okay, so follow up this title with an awesome description that has to include your P&K once or twice. Okay, you have to give one more thing for the home description. You have to include one LSI keyword as well. Okay, so this increases the relevancy of your description. So let's do something like this: does P&K really help in, let's say, a benefit? Okay, so a benefit can be an LSI keyword as well. Benefit, which is an LSI keyword. Let's say we have a weight loss type of product, so we'll do, does P&K really help in losing weight? Okay, so losing weight is an LSI as well, and it's also a benefit. Okay, so does P&K really help in a benefit? You will be surprised to find when you read our results. Let's also squeeze in another thing: exclusive P&K review reveals the truth. Okay, so we have also included our P&K twice and also P&K review. Okay, we've also included our benefit or LSI keyword inside the description. So this description follows up quite nicely with this title here, and if a person reads this title and reads the description, he will want to see what this is all about. Okay, so this increases your click-through rate, this increases the number of visitors you get to your site. And the home keywords that you have, this will basically be your P&K and another P&K related keyword and an LSI keyword. Just 3 keywords is more than enough. Okay, you don't need to play around with any of the other settings that are already checked and unchecked. Just click on update options. So now your basic site's SEO is already set. Okay, you have configured all your plugins. Okay, now comes the part where you choose your theme. Okay, so under appearance, just click the button that you see here and click on add new themes. You can choose the default WordPress theme that comes along. Okay, but what I recommend is that you change it, because there are so many sites which have the default WordPress theme that people, I mean, they know that this is a blog. Okay, but still you can use the default WordPress theme, because I've used it on many of my sites and they work pretty good. So keep that as an option as well. But for the time being, I'm going to show you how you can search for themes. Okay, now what you need to keep in mind is that your theme needs to have just a just two columns. Okay, it should have a right sidebar. Okay, it should have a header that is not huge, because I've seen many themes with huge headers, okay, with flashy backgrounds and stuff. You also need to choose a theme that goes with your site's topic. For example, let's say your product was on green tea. Okay, so green tea is obviously something green, so you would want something serene, something green, and something peaceful basically. So let's put in let's search for themes. You can search for themes based on colors. Okay, so like the example I just gave you, you could just check mark the green and you would see all the green themes. You can also filter on the basis of columns. Like in our example, we need 2 columns, okay, and we need a right sidebar. And you can also choose colors. Okay, so there are 2 things basically. Either you can search with a keyword, or you can search with filters. Okay, so let's find a green theme with the right sidebar and 2 columns. Let's see what comes up. Click on find themes. So you've already got some very good themes that I can see. For example, this is an awesome theme. You need to keep a few more things in mind. Okay, 1, your theme should be clean. There should not be much clutter. For example, like this kind of theme that you see here, I would never ever choose such a theme, because it's got so much of activity going on in the header, and a lot of floral stuff. So this won't go with any site basically. Okay, unless your site is on decorations or something. So you need to choose a theme that's clean, that doesn't have any distractions, and that has a right sidebar. Okay, so the Go Green theme is pretty good. Actually, I like it because it's got a good clean interface, and the header is not too huge. It's got a good sidebar as well. But let's scroll down. Let's find a few more. This one that you see here, Nightly, this also seems like a good option because this is quite clean and the header is good enough, and this looks professional as well. So we can use this also. I would not use something like this unless your site is on dogs. Okay, your product is on dogs, sorry. I would not use something like this unless your product is on Christmas. Okay, so there are many theme based themes on WordPress. Does that make sense? Many let's say festivals or niche based themes on WordPress directory that you can find as well. So let's say your topic is on, your product is on weight loss, so you would type in weight loss as a tag and then hit search. There are no themes found. Okay, now a few more things that I would like to show you is that you can type in clean, okay, as a tag, and then you'll find a lot of clean themes that are in the WordPress site. For example, WordPress directory, for example, this theme is pretty good. This is got a very clean sidebar and a very clean look. Basically, I like this. I like this a lot. And this is also good, but this has got a left sidebar, so I like this not that much, but still I like this. It's got a green background, a grass background, and this is okay. This is also good enough. Okay, so we've got a lot of themes that match our requirements. Clean right sidebar and not a big header. Okay, so we've got, this is also good, this is also good. These are all very good themes. You can also search a few more things. Okay, okay, now these are not the only themes that you have here. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see 2, 3, 4 here. So there are a lot of pages of themes filled with clean templates, so that you're not using the same theme as a competition. So along with clean, you can also do a search for SEO. Okay, now this will return some SEO friendly themes, although most of the WordPress themes are SEO friendly, but still, this is another thing I recommend. You can do a search for SEO and find a few themes that are SEO'd. Okay, So that's all about the theme. So let's just choose one theme quickly and move on with it. Let me just type in clean. I found that theme very impressive, this one. So I'll just install this. Okay, now once you've chosen your theme, you just need to click the install link here and then click on install now button that comes up here. Okay, now you can either preview your site with the theme, so it'll open up the preview like this. Okay, looks good, huh? So let's just close this and activate this. Okay, theme. Let's see what our website looks like. Okay, so what we have is we have the PNK review, which is the title, and this is the tagline that we had put in. But the actual home title and the home description that we put in all-in-one SEO, that comes up in the title bar of the browser. Okay, the home title, and it also comes up in the search engines when they index your site. So we've got our about and privacy policy pages created. Okay, the about page is default setup in WordPress, so we have to change that a bit, but the privacy policy is created with the easy privacy policy plugin that we had set up. Let's go back to our admin panel. Okay, now in this video we have set up a theme, we have installed and configured our widgets, we have also changed a few settings of our WordPress site, and now it's all ready to put in some content in our site and also set up the sidebar, etc. So we'll do all those changes in the next video. So see you then.